The second time, he's just kind of watching now.
So can I, like...
Hand on Fleur. Let's go. Come on. Getting in my way.
What do you do,
There's
Fleur?
plenty more over here.
Let's have a beer, Fleur.
Give me your mugs.
Fleur's up.
I'll still be sitting in my seat, but I'm going to keep an eye on Maevis
Mm-hmm.
and the guy, just to make sure in case she gets in any kind of difficult situation, I can go help.
Svetlana, don't waste your drink that I gave you.
I need to have a
You'll
conversation.
see, y'all are all paying attention to what's going on over at the table. You notice now that the dwarf's kind of looking around to each one of you. The Aquian dwarves are kind of watching as well. He shoots a look at them and they just turn away quick. So,
Now, we're awful jumpy, I'm going to say, as I, like, get off the table and kind of, like, I want to move around so that I'm facing him, I guess, now, on the table.
mm-hmm.
Sorry, who was giving us this weird stink eye?
That was the dwarf sitting at the table that Maevis is talking to.
Do I see this?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the barrel and I'm gonna walk over.
He sees Thargeth coming with the barrel. Watches him coming over here.
I'm gonna find a spot. If I have to push people out of the way, I will.
Got no business with you, fighter.
Let's have a drink! Cousin to cousin!
I can have one, but I'm on the job.
The job, you're at the pub!
A
No
job?
one's on the job at the pub!
Sounds
You have to
like
let loose, listen to music!
something important if, you know, you can't drink at a bar. A dwarf, a respectable dwarf such as yourself.
I owe no allegiance to my kin.
Pouring a mug.
All right. You pass him the mug out of that barrel.
Mm-hmm.
You see he accepts it, kind of watching you, looks at it, runs his pinky around inside of it and tastes it a bit, and then starts to drink it.
I'll toast cheers to him
He'll knock mugs with you.
and drink.
Is there something I can help you with?
It was obvious that he did that, wasn't it?
Yes.
Did
You
it-
recognize that as someone checking for poison.
right? Okay, that's what
Yeah.
I was thinking.
This isn't, you can tell from the way he's acting and just his general demeanor that he's not exactly used to friendly interaction.
Okay.
So, what can I do for you?
What can you do for me? You're giving me the stink eye. I figured I'd offer you a drink. Plenty to go around.
I'm just not used to being the center of attention.
What can I do for you? I've brought you ale. We're all here to have a good time.
You see he's kind of still rigid, but then he relaxes a bit and kind of nods to you. So what business do you have with that rat?
Oh, that I don't know. It came to us earlier tonight. Some kind of metal on it. It's all strange to me.
When you say that it came to us earlier tonight, you see he sets the mug down. It was in town?
Someone brought it to us at the other bar. Asked us to look into it. I don't know.
It was captured here.
No, to the east. It's some other place far to the east. We're to look into it. What, do you know anything of it? It's all strange to me.
Stay away from that place.
Oh,
East?
Was it east? I don't know. That's why
Wherever it was found,
He's
it
too
won't
drunk
be.
to remember.
Yeah.
40
What do
miles
you-
east.
What is our concern with it?
Rats aren't the only things that they're sticking those gears in.
Have you
Huh?
seen other things?
I'll drink to that. That's odd indeed.
When you say that, he kind of opens up his tunic, or his cloak, and shows you a huge gash into his armor. I got that from a clockwork bear.
The bear.
A clockwork bear? Huh. Wow. That must have been a fight, eh?
It was awfully one-sided. I barely escaped.
Was that a joke?
You notice he doesn't even crack a smile.
Barely? Oh, come on now. We'll have another one then.
50 miles east of here, I ran into that critter.
Clockwork bear, you say? Completely clockwork? Or like bits and pieces like our rat friend here?
At first, it seemed like it was normal, but on closer inspection, all of the more deadly parts seem to have been replaced.
The deadly, like the claws and the teeth, or...
I stabbed at it and nicked my blade. There were gears and the works going on underneath its hide.
Huh? Blasphemy!
Glad to see you're okay, I say as I sit one chair closer.
That makes one of us.
Tell you what, cousin, we'll look into this rat business and I'll square the deal for you with that bear if I see it.
Hey, when you say that, he sets the mug down. A lot of you together?
I've got a few friends.
At least you've got someone from the right temple if you're going out that way. She'll have plenty of business.
Oh, right.
Oh, I'm not with that one.
You just kind
I'm
of...
gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
I cast magic missiles.
A cantrip.
What do you cast?
Message.
Okay.
What business do you have with Lord Elgin?
You sent, so it's like a telepathic message?
It's a whisper that only I can hear, and that only he can reply back in a whisper as well. That only we can only both hear it, but like the lips are moving, kind of thing.
All right, you cast that, and he replies back through the message. I keep my client's business confidential.
Does it concern the rat?
No, ma'am. My services don't come cheap for the same reason.
My apologies.
He kind of nods.
So you're saying to avoid the east, then? This is not using the message anymore.
Obviously, yeah.
All the
He looks over the group. He just looks over the group. Just as fair warning, you're not ready for it. It'll chew you up and spit you out.
Did you have anything about that? What's going on over there? Anything at all? Be quite helpful.
Some kind of hive up in the mountains.
Like a beehive?
A factory, if you will.
Do you mean the mountains to the north?
Yes. Something up there's making improvements.
How peculiar. Where's everyone located in the bar right now? Are they all like in the distance, like mean mugging this guy?
I believe Finias and Fleur are having a chat.
I'm staring at the guy.
Yep.
So I would have made eye contact with Svetlana or whatever at some point, just to kind of let her know that whatever that would be.
What?
I don't know, just like look in her direction to see that she's going like.
No,
giving
I'm not like meat mugging him. I just like I'm looking in that direction. I'm sipping on my drink.
You're serious business, like.
No. She's just sitting there.
Okay.
And acting like she's just enjoying the atmosphere, but she's listening to the conversation.
He steps up, finishes the mug, sets it down. If there's nothing else,
I don't have anything else for you.
you see he sets the mug back down. Thank you for your hospitality.
Thank you for the information.
Always a pleasure, cousin.
You see, he sets the mug down, and then you notice that he resheaths the dagger that was in the mug hand. Stands up and starts to head out of the bar. As he leaves, you catch a visible relaxation from the three dwarves that were sitting at the bar.
As he's leaving, I'm gonna say before he leaves, we'll bring you a claw from that beast sooner or later, cousin. Don't worry.
I'd actually pay for that.
Just toasts a mug up to him.
He nods, kind of friendly on that one, and heads out.
Okay. I'll go up and play another song.
Here we go there.
Okay.
Back
Look around the room, see if anyone's, needing to get my attention. Just kind of look at each of them, and then if they're not, I'll just go play a song.
Have you been to Scarborough Fair?
Oh my gosh. All right.
See?
Does anyone try to get the bard's attention?
Nope.
No one wants to talk to the bard?
Maybe after our conversation.
Okay. So the bard heads back up.
Is going to head up. What happened in the meantime?
This is happening like at the same time.
Simultaneously.
So simultaneously, that's what I'm trying to use.
That's the word.
So while that's going on, Finias and Fleur, y'all were pulled aside. What was going on over there?
Fleur, come sit beside me.
She sits.
I show what's in the bag.
I know what's in the bag.
I know. So I was trying to help our friend Maevis. He was going to question. I was trying to scare him with the rat.
I know. It's
so why are you up there asking me what's in the bag? I'm trying to read their facial expressions.
It's not like I can go over there and be like, all of us go from the bar over to there and start watching. So I was trying to be like, hey, what's that over there? And then come into the conversation and listen in.
I see.
Since I deal with a lot of people that turn around and they're like, oh, I don't want to die, but really they do want to die. So I'm used to people turning around and trying to lie to me all the time. So I figured I might be of a little help with this.
Well, then I apologize. It's just, I've noticed that these kind of individuals, they don't like crowds. They don't like being surrounded by people they don't know. So I'm sorry I had to take us out of there because that was going to spook them.
Sorry about interfering then.
It's all good.
Okay. Anything else in that conversation?
No, I guess as we finish, I would turn around on the bar stool to watch the end of the Maevis conversation.
The end of the exchange.
I clink glasses with Fleur if she's drinking one.
Clink.
And we just slowly turn around.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
You've got the bard is up playing on the stage. It's going to head back up the stage. Looks back to y'all to see if anyone calls the bard over. No one does. So the bard heads back up to the stage.
As I'm doing that, do a message. I just kind of point in their direction and do a message.
Okay.
And I'll let. Yeah. Well, I have to point, so I'll be pointing in your direction.
Who do you point at?
What's the positioning?
You've got flailing Thargeth following behind you.
No.
You
He's drunk as a skunk.
Svetlana sitting at the bar, and then she's closest to the water dwarves currently. No, that's the other way around. Svetlana's on the far side of the bar. They've taken up the spots where Foedrin was before. So you've got Svetlana, Finias.
I don't know why
Fleur.
I made this so hard. I don't trust the other two. I trust Svetlana. I tell Svetlana. Yeah, I don't know why I made you do that. Sorry, man.
So you shoot the message to Svetlana like, hey.
Yeah. Point at her, whisper what I heard him say about mechanical rats and to the east and how he was attacked by a bear, and as I'm walking back up.
Okay.
And then go to my.
You get replies to that.
You can do the same. Just reply back if you want or not.
She left it on read.
Well, no, she would probably just say that she was listening in and found him to be a bit strange.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
And that was the message.
Is this thing working?
Is this thing on?
You're hearing me, right?
Yeah,
I heard you.
Yeah,
so,
You couldn't hear the part where I whispered to him because that was out, right? So that's kind of the information I relayed.
Okay. Like I said, there wasn't much to respond to it, so she just will acknowledge that she heard you, and that the man seemed a bit strange to her.
Yeah, and then go back to the performance.
Yeah, with your perceptions, Svetlana, you would have also noticed at the
Fucking
end of
rat.
the conversation where he reshot the dagger. So he had a dagger out the whole time.
Right.
As if even though they were being friendly and didn't try to poison him, he still wasn't quite trusting these people.
That's just how dwarves are, if I can see it. Dwarves? Off my tangent there.
People who aren't as trusting for other people usually have a reason for that, and it's usually never a good one. So
Yeah.
I'm not putting him on the innocent list at the moment.
No. He belongs nowhere near that list.
It didn't sound like he did.
Uh-oh.
But hey, useful tools. Never know.
All right. As you continue playing, the three Aquians pay their tabs and move to leave. Anyone try to stop them, say anything?
I just watch them.
Now they took a reaction to that other guy, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Like
seemed
they
to
knew
know
him?
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
I'm
what's their demeanor when they're actually leaving?
After he left, they seemed to get visibly relaxed.
Okay. How long did they wait from the time that he left to
They
time?
finished their meals, so about 15 minutes. Finished their meals, they finished their drinks, and they're leaving naturally now.
When they leave, they'll start walking, and I'll look towards Finias. Is like, well, if you excuse me, I must go to the little lady's room.
Cheers.
I'm like, yep.
Okay.
They'll leave, and I'll actually kind of like watch from the door a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So when they leave, this is what I'm trying to find out. What's their reaction once they exit the tavern?
They seem to be heading in the direction of the portal to Waterdeep.
Are they like alert? Or are they just relaxed?
No, they are watching around.
Blessing to you. She'll go sit back down at the bar.
Okay.
She's like, yep, I'll be seeing those three tomorrow.
You never know. So they head off towards the portal to Waterdeep, and you walked over to the door, and then you walk back to the bar.
No, it would have been
Funny
like,
because she said she was going to the little girl's room, so she pee out the door.
Yep.
she would have like went there. I'm assuming this tavern has windows, so she like would have walked towards like, I don't know, the direction of the bathroom, watching them through the window.
Little lady's room, I think is what she said.
Yes.
What are you saying about little people now? Just kidding.
I get into that conversation again.
Is there a porch to this tavern?
Yes.
Are there seating on that porch, or is it just a porch?
There is some seating and tables outside, but nobody's using them currently.
Okay.
It's,
After a little bit, I'm gonna take my mug of ale and I'll sit outside to see if I can't catch a glimpse of Monkey Man running around anywhere.
Okay. Good.
I'll actually join her because we haven't had a conversation in a while.
Okay.
Okay.
Time to catch up.
Okay. So you as you come back from the little lady's room, you head out onto the porch, seeing her out there.
I'm gonna let Finias know that if he didn't realize it already, that the three Aquan doors were acting very peculiar and that they seem to have known our dwarf friend at Maevis and Thargeth we're talking to.
And who is that? Sorry, just this is my knowledge, not Finias's knowledge, but the one that they turned away from was the really important dwarf that gave the money and left.
No.
Oh, it was the other one.
The one that had the black armor that had the slash, the claw mark through the armor.
Okay.
I don't think we would have known that, but yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yeah, they seem to know him.
What do you think it means?
I don't know. They turned around when he left. You didn't notice that they seemed to relax a lot?
They're blue dwarfs. I don't know what to expect from them.
I don't know. I mean, it's okay. I gotta ask. Did we actually see the bag of money exchange on the table? I mean, it wasn't like
you saw a bag exchange, yes, and you heard coins clinking in it. That wasn't too quiet.
I mean, the guys in black leather seems to be quite skilled with daggers, knows how to check for poison. Almost seems like he's an assassin in that they're tense when he's in here and then relax when he leaves. It almost shows that there's conflict going on between the two groups. Maybe he was hired to kill him. Or something else.
You think they would just hang out here and... I guess you would.
You turn around and say
you're not going to get murdered in broad daylight. Yeah.
Yeah, and well, you said it yourself that you never see Aquan dwarves around, and it's supposed to be a blessing when you see them. How often do we truly see Aquan dwarves? You said this is first time.
Well,
how often do you frequent the taverns?
They're Aquans. They're not Aquan dwarfs.
Okay, look.
Water dwarfs are a mystical made-up creature. That if I were to imagine them, I would imagine them to look like Aquans.
So Aquans, how often?
He's just culturally insensitive.
It's like a leprechaun.
There you go. So that doesn't seem odd that they come to one tavern as a group and then they leave as a group, and then they're acting.
I don't know what's odd. I've never seen an Aquan before.
That's my point. What?
Your point is you have no point?
No.
For all I know, they're hyper xenophobic race. This is just all they always. Maybe they don't like the color black. Maybe they really hate ale and dwarfs drinking it.
And yet they're hanging out in a bar.
Well, that's why they left.
Or maybe...
Or they hate commerce. They hate that guy got money.
That could be true.
Now, one thing anyone that saw that bag would know, if those coins in that bag were gold, that dwarf was very well paid.
Or maybe Fleur.
Which way did he go?
Or maybe Fleur. I'm fucking with you. And yes, that was suspicious. I don't know what it means.
No, I'm just letting you know, in case you weren't watching on that, but that's what I noticed.
Were you
I'll
planning
see him
to?
at the- maybe I'll see him at the church tomorrow.
Were you planning to go mug that dwarf, Bard?
No.
No,
No.
we're friends.
Okay.
Acquaintances.
Acquaintances. Yeah.
And from there, I'm actually heading out to go speak to Svetlana.
All right.
Wrong.
He's never gonna get it. He's never gonna.
No, don't
Hey,
tell him. Don't tell him.
Try again.
At least I didn't say it was Maevis. I'm getting the name. I'm keeping the characters together. It's
Did you
not
call her Maevis?
no.
Oh,
Hey, Mabel.
all right.
The 4 dwarves at the other table finish up and they move to head out.
Is there any more of my barrel left? My keg or whatever that I ordered?
Considering you're singing, no. You finished your barrel.
Perfect. If there was any left, I'd distribute it amongst whoever wanted any. So
You
I guess you probably got the majority of.
you'll see the barkeep comes back up, starts collecting the plates and the mugs from the tables, takes the payment off of it, goes over, starts scooting the chairs in. Y'all will notice that when he goes and starts moving the chairs in around the tables, when he gets to the chair that the dwarf in black was sitting at, he kind of just looks at it with distaste and then scoots the chair in with just the back of his hand.
Who did this?
What else can I read off?
Barkeep.
What is it?
Oh.
A bit of disgust.
Like in what kind of, like, disgust? Like there's something on the chair, disgust it was touched by a dwarf, disgust.
Disgust that it was touched by that individual.
Oh, okay.
Displeasure at it. And then takes the stuff and heads back he takes the tray and heads back behind the bar to bring those to the kitchen.
Did you come back out?
Yeah. He comes back out after setting those down. He's now watching the table of gnolls.
I motion him over.
He comes over. He grabs a mug and a bottle as he's on his way.
I nod, yeah. Well, that's what I want, yep. So,
He sets it up and
what's the problem with our dark-cladded gnome, or dwarf friend there?
I don't have any problems with him, he says, kind of nervous.
It's not what it looked like. I'm pretty sure that was a pretty disgusted look on your face a second ago when you were thinking about him.
He looks concerned.
Just between you and me, friend. I'm not going to tell anyone. Come on.
He kind of looks around.
I lean in.
Nasty business when that one's about. People
Alright.
always turn up dead.
I say out loud, but not to him. Fleur's right.
Someone record that. I want to hear that again.
Anything else about this individual?
I don't have too much on him. They say he was from a noble family in Mithril Hall originally. Took up stealing, killing. Was cast out.
Okay. And he's been here ever
Now
since?
he mainly frequents Waterdeep, but sometimes business brings him here.
If somebody were to want to hire him, do you deal directly with him? Do you have a proxy? Is there a code? How does that work? What do you know?
You're wanting to deal with him?
No, hypothetically.
Well, hypothetically, if you're wanting to meet with him, there's a man that hangs out near the portal on Waterdeep side. It's an old beggar. Just give him a time and a place and
Giles?
say you want the dwarf in black. That's his name, Giles.
Oh. Nobody Giles. Who knew? That sneaky bastard. That was all out loud.
He seems to be some kind of friend of him, and he'll always show up to a meeting that's arranged. He's the any dirty job for the right price kind of dwarf.
Interesting. Well, thank you. All right, you look nervous. I don't want to make you any more nervous. I'll let you get back to it.
He just kind of nods.
Thank you.
Tops your glass off. Pops the cork back in. And
It's
sets it
usually
back up.
2 silver, but I give him 4.
He takes it and nods happily. Scrapes it across.
Is it 10 silver per gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
The gnolls, besides the playing from the bard, the gnolls are taking up most of the noise in the tavern now. You see, while you expect a lot of vocalization from them, that's not really what's happening. Most of them are standing around the table with their paws up on their face, looking, watching the game, as the 2 better dressed gnolls, they have better equipment, are playing this game of chess. Each one they'll move a piece and then slap a timer. They seem to be doing it with a quite
Are they playing speed
abnormal
chess?
level of skill. Yes, they are.
I'll get up and take my glass and go and watch. Get closer.
All right.
I'll stand like right. It's on a table, so I'm just gonna stand right beside the table, just watching.
Watching this game, when you come standing over, one of the gnolls, and these are big creatures, about 8 foot tall. They see you come over to watch. They kind of nod in approval and make room for you to watch.
Tip my hat. Yeah.
The level of skill that's being displayed here is scary. Never seen anything like it. You
I'm
think
not
that
gonna-
with the speed of their moves, they probably have an aptitude for sleight of hand.
Oh, interesting. I'm
Yeah.
on active perception watch.
Okay. Good.
So the other guys, I'm like, gnolls don't come into town normally, do they?
This is a kind of a melting pot. You don't see them often, but every now and then they do come through.
Okay. So I'm like, you don't usually see gnolls in here. Where are you guys from?
One of them turns towards you. And do you speak Goblin?
No.
Oh, okay. It sounds kind of like hyena heckles
Yip, yip. Yeah.
as he kind of answers you and then turns back to the game.
Gotcha.
Sounds like those phone bleeps we've been hearing. Bloop, bloop, bloop,
Yeah.
Yeah.
bloop. It's been the Knowles talking the whole time.
I just keep thinking of those rats from what's it? No, is it Roger Rabbit? Why you keep laughing? It's gonna get you killed.
No, those weasels? Yeah.
Yeah.
The weasels, yeah.
Yeah, weasels.
All right. So let's
Good.
cut from this part
Good
and
talk,
go
guys.
out to out to Svetlana and Fleur on the porch. What happens? This is going on simultaneously while Finias has his chat, then goes and watches the game. What are you two doing out there? The Fleur, you just come out.
Mm-hmm. Kind of look up and I go, well, it's a pretty night, isn't it, Lana?
Very much paying attention to the streets, the alleys, the roofs, anything that, anywhere where he might be jumping around.
Roll an active perception.
Since...
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Do I get one, too?
She's been out there a while.
Okay.
You just stepped out there with her.
Okay.
Okay.
You perceive nothing.
Exactly.
So, you say it's a pretty night. Do you go sit down at the table with Svetlana?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I noticed something interesting there in the bar. And we're the only ones on the balcony as long
You're the only ones
as I
on.
can tell.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, okay. Did you notice that those 3 Aquians were, when our dwarf in black leather left, that they seemed to sigh a sense of relief? By chance, did you notice that?
You're muted or something.
I'm not catching any of that.
Again, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Sorry. The dwarf did not seem like an innocent man.
No, I'm honestly, if I had to take my guess to it, I would say he is an assassin of sorts.
Yes, I do believe you might be correct about that. He was taking too many precautions, in my opinion, to be someone who does not have an enemy or two.
And I think, honestly, if I had to guess, I'm willing to bet that I'm going to be seeing those 3 Aquians in the church tomorrow.
Why do you think that?
Well, when they left happy inside the tavern, but as soon as they got out into the street, they started watching. And acting very cautious and nervous again.
The man drank with a dagger in his hand. I do not assume that they would take that so lightly.
I would think that he was honestly hired to kill them. And since it's dark out, what better way to get them out inside of a dimly lit street versus killing them in the middle of a tavern?
I suppose. However, with the annoying monkey man running around somewhere in the streets, it's quite possible he will be caught in the middle of the act.
Exactly. I think we should... Did you see which way they came from your perspective up here?
Did I see?
Referring to the Aquians.
You saw so from you sitting outside, you would have seen the Aquians when they left. They headed straight for the portal to Waterdeep. You watched them go quite a distance. They weren't, as far as you can tell, as they crossed the plaza, nothing bothered them all the way to the portal house.
Okay. Do they have to go inside a building to use a portal?
Yes.
Okay. They made it at least as far as the portal house, but I do not know beyond that.
Maybe it might be worth looking into the portal house. Maybe we might find a crime scene there, and our maroon marmalade monkey man.
I do not believe the man is going to be leaving the area. He seems to be quite content for the moment.
Or he could be stuck in a jam.
Roll both of you an active perception, since y'all are both paying attention to everything while you're out here. Okay, Fleur, no good. But Svetlana, you've been paying attention out here for a while. You're used to the noises outside now. Suddenly, you start hearing something. You're hearing footsteps along the top of roofs,
Okay.
and someone making a dun 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 dun.
He
That's
does
just-
something.
He's got his own theme music that he's humming.
Yep. Do we hear him like turn around and saying in different voices, "Fear not, citizens. Fear not, citizens."
No,
Yeah.
just
Fear not.
just I'm afraid just Svetlana's hearing this, but you're hearing the thud 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 thud, and then jump from one roof to another. Dun, dun, dun.
Does it sound like he actually maybe jumped on the roof of the tavern? And-
Yeah, it sounded like he passed through that area. He jumped on the roof of the tavern, and you hear him making the theme song.
Wow.
Is he going left
That's
to
great.
right or right to left?
From the way he's going now, he's heading back towards Old Town along the top of the shop buildings.
I will hurry up. I'll stand up really quick. I stick my head in the tavern, and I'll yell out, "Finias, monkey man, hurry up!" And I run out again, and I head down the street following the pavement.
If you'll excuse me, I have to go.
If I heard that one, I would have said very loudly, "I wonder if the mastermind's still in the tavern."
The mastermind. Okay.
That's true.
Huh.
Mike.
The
The
ringleader.
ringleader.
The ringmaster.
You
The
have to say-
ringleader.
you gotta say the right one, or he's not gonna respond.
The ringleader is still in the tavern.
I wonder
then-
if Mr. Potato Head is still in the tavern. He knows
And
what I
then
mean.
Well, okay.
And then I will head back to the tavern.
All right. So you call back into the tavern, Monkey Man. Thargeth, what do you do? You've had quite a bit to drink so far, but you're
Oh my head.
Do I see Finias heading out?
Finias says that I've got to go.
Thargeth?
Alright.
Thargeth?
Scarborough Fair.
Don't get short with me.
Don't get short with me.
I've got a real short fuse right now. Is
I
the
run
bard
out.
still playing, or?
Yeah. So, Maevis, you were up there playing. Svetlana popped her head in to say, "Finias, Monkey Man," and then Finias says, "I've got to go." Thargeth.
And then the song was done. I'm waving at her.
I would have stopped playing and jumped out.
All right. So, y'all all head outside the tavern. Do you tell them what you heard?
Yes,
I-
yes.
How big is the
So she
barrel?
mentions that she
How
heard
big-
someone. You want to do it? I'll let you do it.
Okay. When she says that, she sticks her head in, she screams that out to them, and then she's actually going to be taking off down the street, following him on the rooftops. Like, she's on the street, following the direction that she thinks he's going because she doesn't want to lose him.
Uh-huh.
But she'll be screaming as she's running, "Ringleader, he's this way! Come, we must find him!" As she's screaming down the street, hoping that it will stop him to want to come and engage. She doesn't know if it'll work, but she's gonna try.
Okay.
Fleur would be following as close as she could too. For the record.
All right. So
How
the
big
rest
is
of-
the barrel? Sorry. Continue on with that.
The barrel's a 2-story building. Or you talking about the barrel that you?
The one that I purchased. Yeah.
You could fit inside it.
No, could I like one arm it over my shoulder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fit inside.
I'm doing that even if it's empty. Yeah.
It's a Bubba keg.
Yep.
It's a Bubba.
I'm bringing it with me
You got the barrel with
at
you.
this point. Yep.
Okay.
Let's
You're
go.
running along with this empty barrel.
Yep.
All right. You see him wave. Well, good night.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone takes off, running down the trade plaza. You all will hear ringing out. Yeah. No, you've heard. Okay. What she heard him running along the tops of roofs, jumping, going dun 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 dun.
Thargeth is singing his own theme song. Have you been to Scarborough Fair?